Arbonne, and Arbonne is not a pyramid scheme. That right there just tells you that obviously we must be doing something right. There's all these women involved doing so well with it and so passionate about it. Obviously that it's not as bad as you think, or bad at all.
We are back.
We're back.
I'm Erin.
I'm Megan. We ordered tacos.
Oh my God, it's Taco Sunday. I'm so excited.
Yes.
We are just, you know what? We love food.
Yeah, we're living our best lives over here.
Hell yeah. Getting some Porque no. Oh yeah, that's the place that everyone tells you to.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Everyone tells you to what?
Oh, everyone tells you to eat when you come here.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of the, go to Voodoo Donuts, go to Porque no.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. My friend Sarah actually was the one who took me there for the first time. She's also not a Portland native, but she's been here a long time, and neither of us had been there. So
yeah, this is my first time actually.
I'm excited.
I mean, as far as I know.
I have talked it up a lot, so hopefully it's good when it gets here. New news on the social media front. We've got a TikTok. You didn't ask for it. You don't need it. You're gonna get it. So if you need a 3-minute version of our episode, you can get it, but you're not gonna get all the good stuff.
That's true.
We
are going to put only just dead air.
Yes.
All of the dead air that Erin cuts out
and farts
is going directly into the TikTok.
Yeah. All of my farts, burps, hiccups.
Every time I go.
Every time I'm like. That's all there's going to be.
Oh man. Can I give you guys the shittiest ASMR that you never asked for?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to tell you first what it is. And then I'm going to do it.
Yes.
And you're going to. I fucking hate ASMR so bad. So bad. So if you hate ASMR, skip ahead like 45 seconds. And you're gonna go right to it. So I don't particularly care for Burzum, but I had a crush on a guy who maybe did, debatably. This is quite a while ago, mind you. And he had blue eyes, in my defense. So
I feel ya.
Right?
It's a thing.
It's a thing. So anyway, he was like, "Oh, I got a bootleg of the new Burzum album. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, totally." Despite not really being into Burzum.
I would have said the same thing.
And yeah, I was like, "Yeah, sure, okay." And so it was. How do I put it? Like it sounded to me like a spoken word with pretty okay instrumentals backing it. But it was very close to his mouth. It was so close you could hear like yeah. And so it was like somebody, like I could feel the breath on my ear. It was the creepiest shit. But he said a word and it sounded kind of like chocolate, but it didn't sound right. It sounded like chocolate. And I was like, I could feel, it was like his mouth was moist and it was making all these clicking fucking sounds. I was like, oh, God. And I turned it off then and I threw it in the fucking trash. But this guy is cute, but he's not worth that. No.
You know, thank God he showed his colors early on. Because had you been like a year into that.
Oh no, we're still friends. He looks like Ron Swanson now though.
Oh, okay. Well, you cut out at the right moment, I gotta say.
I guess. I don't know. We're still friends.
I am excited for today because today is MLM, a deep dive into the beauty and bullshit. Oh my God.
Wow, that's a really good fucking title.
Ooh, it really is.
Holy shit.
Ooh,
Okay, folks, you just witnessed the birth of the title of this episode.
Yes, I'm
Jesus,
firing.
You're firing on all cylinders, dude.
Which is inexplicable because, so on the weekends, DJ is like, I have sleepover with Daddy, which means he sleeps on the couch and Dave sleeps in the living room, and it's really cute.
That's adorable. They have a little camp out.
They do.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
And on Saturdays, usually he goes downstairs and sleeps with my mom. He's like, Grandma night, which is really cool.
That's all so sweet.
It's adorable. But yesterday, my mom's had a headache for like 4 days.
Oh.
And he was like, Grandma? And she was like, I fucking can't. I don't feel good. And so he was like, Mama? And I'm like, no, dude, no sleepovers with me. I sleep with your brother. Like, do you know what it's like to sleep with a 4-year-old? It's insane. He's a tornado, and I only have a queen size bed. There's no way that both of you giant children are fitting in there.
Yeah, and Wolfie's like 4 foot something, but in a bed, he's about a 10-foot octopus, I'm sure. I know Alex is the same. Like, if he ever, sometimes he'll climb in with us, and yeah, we only have a queen size bed, and I will have to go and sleep out in the front room because there's no room.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's just he and I, there's no room.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And so DJ, when Dave got home from work last night, he was like, Daddy, round 2 sleepovers?
Oh.
And Dave was like, dude, I got 4 hours of sleep last night. I need to sleep. And he burst into tears. He was like, nobody loves me. Nobody wants to sleep with me. And I was like, dude, I will make you a deal. I will go get the air mattress out of the garage and you can blow it up and put it next to my bed. And we can sleep over like that. And he was like, really? I'm so happy. So we did that. Oh my
God, that's the cutest thing.
It was the cutest thing ever. And I had one of those moments where it was like when he was little and we used to watch a Sugar Rush, which is like the baking
I totally
and candy.
watched that. Yeah, I fucking love that show.
Dude, we used to lay in bed together and watch that. And we would fall asleep like, oh, do you think that tastes good? Ooh, who do you think's gonna win? And it was like the best. And so last night we watched Is It Cake with Mikey Day.
Holy fuck! That is, oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up. That's one of my favorite fucking shows, dude.
Oh, it's the best. And DJ was like,
Mikey Day's such a good host.
I love him. I'm so glad to see him have more opportunities to be on TV.
Oh, he needs to host more shit.
He's so good.
He's amazing.
Love him. He's
so
like
if you
versatile.
ordered Christian Bale off of Wish, but it turned out pretty well. I have a coat I ordered off of Wish and it turned out pretty well. He's like the fluke good order where it's not what you got. It's not like what you thought you'd get, but it's, I mean, better in some ways.
It's better. It definitely in some ways. And it was so sweet because he was like almost asleep. And Wolfie's like laying in bed. He's on this kick lately where he is, we have a lot of whiteboards around the house because he just draws all day long.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. He'll spend hours. So we've got one upstairs.
He's a really good artist,
one
too.
downstairs. Thank you. He is. He's my little schmoopy poop. And he's like doing color theory and stuff.
Oh, fucking rad.
It's amazing.
That's dope.
Oh, he's got like the 2 big whiteboards that are sort of anchored on these, not
the question mark looking hooks?
No, they're not anvils, not Ansel.
Easel.
Thank you. Yes, they're on easels, and so they're a little hard to navigate. So he has one that like is supposed to stick to your refrigerator or whatever, and he just walks around with it all the time. So he's laying in bed like drawing on his whiteboard, and DJ's over here, and he's like, "Mom, do you think this shoe is cake?" And I was like, "Oh my God, this is the best sleepover ever." So I agreed to like leave the air mattress in the house. And on Saturday nights, we can do sleepovers in Mama's room and watch Is It Cake?
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
It'll be fun. And like Wolfie was so stoked to get into bed with DJ, and they snuggled until DJ fell asleep. But then like 90 pounds of DJ was just draped on top of Wolfie, and he was still awake, and he was like, Mama, Mama.
Just dead weight.
So I saved him and like put him in bed and stuff.
When you guys get done with that, you should watch Zumbo's Just Desserts.
Yes!
It's magical.
Yes! I love that show. I've not watched it with DJ yet, but I want to. And they canceled, what's his favorite one? Nailed It. They canceled Nailed It. There was a dispute with the contract, and the quote-unquote unnamed host was demanding more money, so they said it was cheaper just to cancel the show than to give her the increase that she was asking for. Is that fucked?
Increase is super justified too, because she's actually grown quite a bit in fame since they started the show.
Yeah,
not because of the show.
No, people.
She is why people watch the show.
Yeah, exactly. And all the guest stars, Jason Mantzoukas.
Yes.
Like everybody. I think everybody from How Did This Get Made has been on there. There's so many great guest stars, and they just fucking canceled it. So. Whatever their loss, I hope what she ends up with is much better.
Oh shit, she's just on the upswing of her fucking career. She's climbing, man. I fucking adore her. She's super funny.
She's awesome.
At first, I thought that she was very loud and annoying, and then I very quickly got used to her, and now I love her.
Me too. That was my trajectory exactly. So today we're getting into all of the worst fashion, beauty, makeup. Health, skincare.
Yes.
not healthcare, skincare. We're doing skincare and
Which
makeup
skincare
stuff.
is healthcare, friends, but not on this episode. It's not.
Yeah, not at all. If you hear me say the name of a company and you're like, oh, cool, you're not gonna be.
Yeah, you're gonna be pretty bummed.
It's not gonna be oh cool.
So and there's going to be a little bit of bleed over between this episode and the health and wellness. I'm assuming. I actually don't really know what Erin has in store, but I've done a little bit of research on this myself, and there were a couple of companies that were problematic on a few different fronts. So, yeah. Man, I'm so fucking excited for this one.
We're gonna start with we're gonna start with the least and get to the worst.
Nice.
I'm so excited. So I'm gonna cite my sources as I go through, because damn, I could have spent all day. I spent my day on the couch yesterday on my laptop watching Tom Hardy movies. We're bringing it back. It's old school. I was watching Child 44. I watched Legend.
I've never seen Child 44.
Oh, it's like based on the Andre Chicatillo murders.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's intense. It's got Joel Kinnaman, Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman.
Does Gary Oldman play Andre Chicatillo?
He does not. Patty Constantine does. And his name is not Andre Chicatillo. It's like a ripoff. Hush. Sorry.
It's Andreas Cool Cat. Andreas Chill Cat.
Right? It's definitely not.
He's a DJ, but he's a real predator.
He's real cool. I think it's based on a book that was based on the murders. So, Tom Hardy's character, he's like a member of the, not KGB, but whatever.
Communist Party.
He's definitely a communist member, but he's a part of the government. He's like
The Kremlin?
It's
No,
the
that's newer.
They call it the M something, MGT.
Oh,
M16.
No, that's a gun.
MGT is not what I was thinking
That's
of either.
that's a shitty band.
This is a terrible breakdown of this movie. Okay, here's what happens. Tom Hardy's super hot. It's like World War I-ish in Russia, and he has climbed the ranks through the military. Now he's got a hot spot where he goes door to door with a whole crew of hot dudes. And he has this really hot Russian accent. And his like younger Tom Hardy, he's transitioning from babyface to like where he is
to
now. Rugged, handsome, revenant man. Yeah. He's part of this crew of people who go door to door looking for like traitors and spies and stuff.
M6.
That's British. This is Russian.
Well, at least I remembered the thing I was trying to remember.
No, you totally did. At least I haven't said Machine Gun Kelly yet. So
that's coming up. That's
I
coming
hate
up.
that guy so much. I hate him. He's like a human tampon.
You know what? I can't help it. I like him because I know we would have been friends in real life. Like if we were both on equal footing. He's the type of person that befriends me.
Yeah.
In like school, like if we went to the same school together,
yeah,
we would have absolutely been friends.
I would have been cursory friends. Like I would have been like, oh, that's cool, you're friends with him.
Nah, we would both have had pretty good pot dealers, and we would have met in like study hall or social studies or something like that. And we were the only two obviously stoned people in math class.
Yeah.
And so we would have been friends because of that. Like we would have for sure been shitbag party friends.
Oh,
no
man.
doubt about it. Like if we met now even, we would probably be shitbag party friends.
Yeah. He is
I
a
just
shitbag
can't help it.
Party guy.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. But anyway, Tom Hardy, he is even though he's like way visibly smaller than Joel Kinnaman in this, it reminds me that he had to wear lifts in Batman. I still love him.
He's like 5'9" though. He's a regular sized dude.
I think he's actually like 5'11".
He's a tall guy then.
He's a tall guy.
It's just everyone else is taller.
Yeah.
I get it.
Anyway, so his friend, who is also one of these gang of guys that goes door to door interrogating people, his friend's son is found dead, naked by the train tracks, having ligature marks and like carved up and like raped and stuff. But because that was during the time where it was like behind the Iron Curtain, and they were like, there is no murder in the Soviet Union.
Yeah, that's what they were doing with Andre Chicatillo.
Exactly. Same thing. And so they were like, oh, it looks like a tragic train accident. And so Tom Hardy's like, dude, that's my godson. That's like my bro's boy. That's bullshit. And they were like, oh, you think bullshit? You call bullshit? We're going to ship you to the asshole of Russia. And you can just die there. We don't fucking care. Like, they took him and his wife from their home in the middle of the night because he started asking questions. And then he gets out to Volsk or wherever they send him. And there's like magically there's more dead boys near train tracks that are naked with their butts and their parts cut and stuff. And he was like, whoa, we had that shit in Moscow and you got that shit out here. So he starts realizing there's a serial killer, traces him through like the train system, finds him, apprehends him, a bunch of other stuff happens. It's so fucking
Jesus,
good.
I would never have been able to watch that.
Oh man. And Patty Constantine, who I adore, who's like,
I have no idea who that is.
he's like Patty as in like Patrick from Ireland.
No,
Patty,
I presumed.
But like
I presumed it wasn't short for Patricia.
Totally. You're not stupid. But he, like with 2 D's, yeah, like Patty's Pub. But he, I've never seen him with his natural accent. He's so convincing with all his other accents. He looks like if John Doe from the band X was an actor. I'm going on my phone to show Megan a picture of him, and I still have that story up of the dead rapper on the stage. Ooh.
The dead rapper?
Remember? Remember?
Yep. I do. I remember that guy.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. It's Patty Considine, not Constantine.
That dude played Andre Chikatilo?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's like if I was playing, I don't know.
Meghan Trainor?
No, because we both kind of have blondish hair. That's
yeah.
like if I was playing Gary Oldman.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if I was playing Tom Hardy. Okay, so earlier in the week, and then we're going to get to what we're getting to, I saw an article on MSN. I was eating... Are those the most ancient words I've ever said? Did I get on Yahoo Messenger next?
I hit up Bing to see what the story was.
Oh my god, totally. So I was eating one of those, I always want to say John Deere. But
Jimmy Dean?
It's a Jimmy Dean breakfast bowl. Thank God you speak Erin. Man, there's been a lot of that this morning. And so I see this article and it's like, rapper's dead body propped up on nightclub stage. So of course I click on it because that's the weirdest thing I've heard in a while.
Why wouldn't you?
And so this rapper named Gunu.
Let me see.
I'm assuming Goonew. Gunu.
Yeah, no other way to. Yeah, that's how that's pronounced.
His corpse is standing up. He's clearly propped against something on the stage. He's got glasses on that have come down a little. He's kind of like this, right? Because he's a dead corpse. He's got one hand here. He's wearing a sweatshirt.
They
and
didn't
jeans.
close his eyes?
They may have not secured them or glued them.
Huh.
I think they embalmed him. Somebody missed that. Okay, like that's a little snippet.
Oh, yep.
Immediately, I threw down my fork and I have not eaten meat since. Now, I wrote an entire book about corpses, right? About Dave's job picking up dead bodies. None of it bothered me. I have seen dead people a lot. But this particular one, while I was eating my Jimmy Dean Meat Lovers bowl, my brain went, he's dead meat, like the dead meat in your breakfast bowl, and I have not eaten meat since. And it has been, this says 4 days, but I feel like it's been a lot longer.
It feels like it's been a week or so.
It was horrible. And I poloed Meg, and I was like, dude, I have to share this with you. And I could tell by her face, she was like, but you didn't. you didn't. So yeah, that's been my week of like, it's been a week.
I actually did a quick Google search after that because I was like, was that desecration of a corpse, or is that just something that is done sometimes if you have enough money? No, that's something that's done sometimes if you have enough money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can get, so your funeral, if you have enough money and you, always wanted to ride a Harley but didn't do it in life, in death, we can stuff you into a tube top in short shorts, feather your hair, bleach it, put on some crazy drag queen makeup.
Oh my God.
Put on some glasses because we care about people. Secure that your eyes are fucking shut. You don't have to though, dude. Okay, and that's your funeral. But here's the thing: is so there's this gal who I enjoy to follow on YouTube, and she's a mortician, and she's fucking awesome. The one with the long black hair.
I love her.
Yeah.
Caitlin
Caitlin something or
yeah.
other. I believe that it was her. I did too much research on this late night, so I'm mixing my sources. It might have been another funeral person. Anyway, not the point. The point is that they were marveling over somebody being able to, it's like they had an eye cap that looked like actual eyes, like glass eyes.
Yeah.
The eye cap is generally something that they use to secure the eyes down, and it's kind of like, you know, when you get an ace bandage and there's little prongs, it's like that, but the prongs are pointing out, and it's so the eyes don't open up. And they'll usually either do that or like internal stitches or some shit like that. And so, but yeah, they were able to secure the eye cap with a like ceramic or glass outer that looked like actual eyes, and it made the person look, I mean, not lifelike, but they looked very adequately taxidermed.
Oh God. I think that's what my problem is with this.
It's human taxidermy.
It's human taxidermy.
That's my whole issue with like open caskets, all that shit being embalmed. Like, just, I don't know, dude, just, I'm going Frank Reynolds with it. Just throw me in the dumpster. I don't fucking care.
Right?
It's not my body anymore. I'm done with it.
Put me in the mushroom bag and throw me in the ocean.
Oh, I'm saying, like, if you want to get weird with it and, like, pose me somewhere half across the world and make another, like, jurisdiction in Arkansas figure out why there's this body in this field, fucking do it. Fucking do it. Write a book about it.
The human taxidermied scarecrow. And then you'll be like a national monument to human taxidermy.
Put me in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, because it is beautiful there, and I highly doubt that the cops have enough resources. So it's going to, like, really confuse a minimum of 2 people for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be the case that haunts them. So, yeah, if in 56 years you guys, like, find some weird article about, like, a body of an old lady in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and they don't know how it got there or why she's there or, like, anything like that, that's what happened.
Just know Alex fulfilled your final wishes.
Oh, my like, baby. I hope he's listening to this 56 years from now.
Oh. So on that note, the rest of the episode will be a lot lighter.
Yeah, you want to look like a corpse? Use these products.
Totally. I guess they've outdated the glue, which is good to know.
Yeah. Sometimes.
My grandma is the only one I've seen who was in an open casket, and she died naturally. But it was like, I kept like wanting to like touch her, and my mom was like, "Don't, she's really cold." I was like, I want to touch it.
I saw my friend Jamie Jaime in an open casket. And I had to touch his hand because I wanted to know.
Yeah. Was he cold?
Yeah, I mean, not cold, but, like, like the temperature of maybe, like...
Yeah.
Like, furniture.
My mom was like, they just pulled her out of the fridge. Don't touch her. And I was like, ew, okay.
No, he had been out all day.
Oh.
It was, I don't know, like, if you leave, some hot dogs out on the counter for, like, 4 hours.
That's good to know.
Not cold, not hot, just... like a temperature.
Yeah.
It wasn't radiating heat because then he would have still been alive.
Right.
But yeah, I just had to know.
Yeah.
And I know that he wouldn't have minded.
My grandma would have minded big time.
Oh.
So I'm glad my mom stopped me. My uncle looked weird before they cremated him because I saw him and I was like, ew, he's not in there.
Yeah, no, dead bodies are just weird like that.
They're very weird. Yeah.
I forget who it was. I was trying to explain to maybe Nick or something because he's never seen a dead body.
Oh.
So I was trying to explain to Nick that, like, it's like when your phone isn't just out of batteries, it, like, is legit done. How, like, it's got a different vibe to it.
Yeah, right?
It's like that. It's like if, you used to be able to take the batteries off of your phone. It's like if you took the battery off of it.
I think it's it's like, for me, it's the completely obvious and utter lack of muscle articulation. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah,
like,
everything's slack.
Like, everything's slack. To me, it's like...
It's not peaceful. It's a husk.
It is, exactly. That's why it's like, seeing my uncle before he was cremated, I was like, oh yeah. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's what dead people look like.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's good. Okay. He won't mind.
No, when I saw my friend Jaime, like, all embalmed and with makeup on and stuff, I was like, it looked like a wax figurine of him.
Yeah, totally.
Like he was in, like, Madame Tussauds or something. I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy.
It's a trip. It makes it a little easier to say goodbye.
No.
No?
Oh, God, no.
For me, because I'm like...
Jesus Christ, absolutely not.
Well, see, I have this weird thing where I'm like, okay, so I saw him, and then I was like, okay, he's definitely not in there, right? But with people who I know who have been cremated, I'm like, well, when did you cremate them? Was I making hot dogs? Is that when you cremated them? Like, and I have this visualization of like, what if they were still in there? And I know it's not rational. What if they were still in there? What if they were somehow alive and then you burn them up?
Oh, I'm actually scared of that, so I want my head to be chopped off before I'm cremated.
Oh, I get that.
But have you seen anybody like die? Have you seen them like right after death?
Yeah.
It happens really quick.
It does
where
happen
there's
really
just
quick.
nothing left.
That's true.
So
it does happen really quick.
And they don't cremate immediately.
Yeah, because my uncle died right in front of me, and then it was like 3 days later, and we're not Jewish or anything, I mean, obviously, but like, yeah, it was real quick.
Yeah, dude, by like 3 hours, there's nothing left, let alone 3 fucking days.
Oh, yeah, like the minute he was gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was gone.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It was crazy. So.
Yeah, like at that point, the only thing that's moving around is the poop.
And you know what?
It is weird though, their tummies are all gurgly and it looks like there's something going on, like somebody's breathing, but they're not. It's just the body doing its thing.
Exactly. And I think, honestly, like, dead bodies are the only people that are fit to use some of this MLM makeup and products we're going to talk about
like
today.
a lot of, yeah, oh, absolutely. I completely agree. They should have tested it on corpse skin.
Yeah, because it did.
Maybe they did test it on corpse skin. That's why, like, because corpse skin isn't living. It doesn't necessarily, like, it doesn't at all replenish itself. There's nothing going on. And so, like, a lot of this stuff is very drying.
Yeah.
And corpse skin, I mean, you know what? Actually, you probably do need to moisturize corpse skin depending on how long you're having the corpse out.
Yeah, you do. Definitely. I know that's a thing.
Man, this is a weird turnaround.
This is a weird turnaround. I feel like we should get to the Avon part. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of corpses, how about that Avon lady?
How about that Avon? Okay, so Avon tends to be one of the least problematic publicly companies that you hear about. Everyone knows what Avon is. Everyone knows the Avon lady. Everyone's seen an Avon catalog unless you were born like in the year 2000 or later.
It's the odd bodega of MLMs.
It's, that's the best way to describe it. They have Christmas ornaments. They have jewelry that is not well made. I had this like opal ring for a while. It broke pretty quickly.
Yeah, it turned your finger green immediately.
Yeah. Chapstick. I remember getting chapstick.
Bubblegum flavored chapstick for sure. Yeah, they had all these kids products.
Yeah, they had a lot. They had a lot of
Skin
stuff.
So soft is the thing that everyone always swears by.
Yeah.
So okay, it was supposed to. My mom used it on me because it was supposed to be like a bug spray. But it was supposed to be a bug spray. How do I put it? It was supposed to repel mosquitoes, but it only repels 2 types. Do I know how many types of mosquitoes there are in the world? Fuck no. Might only be 2. Might be 2,000. No idea. And then like one other type of bug that do we have around here? I don't know. Can't remember what type of bug it was. But yeah, it was supposed to repel mosquitoes but smell better than bug spray, but to me it smelled just like fucking bug spray. Yeah. I do not know what the initial purpose of it was, like the original purpose. I think that it was a skin softener, just given the name, maybe to use on babies?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's what it seems like.
But yeah, I wanted to pop in with that useless piece of information.
It's important.
Skin So Soft.
I mean, so in 2014... and all of these, let's just say, without saying it, without going over it, all of these are problematic because they are predatory. They all do the same thing. They all recruit the same way. It is a not sustainable business model for those who are under the pyramid. In 2014, Avon was fined $135 million.
Jesus.
Right? By the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissions for paying out bribes and gifts to Chinese officials.
No shit. That's right. I forgot. Avon's huge in China.
I forgot about it. So it looks like Avon's Chinese subsidiary paid out $8 million from 2004 to 2008 in order to obtain a direct selling license, the SEC said in a statement. The payments included plane tickets for officials and expensive gifts from Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Tiffany.
Jesus, not Avon.
Not Avon. Yeah, they didn't want any garbage. Under the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, companies are banned from paying money or giving anything of value to foreign officials to obtain or retain business. So
the funny thing is, if it was LuLaRoe, they would have just gotten a bunch of shitty leggings.
Right? Like stink ass leggings. Oh, and like, not that it's very, okay, no, I'm not even gonna, I was gonna talk about how Diane is a direct descendant of, the founder of the Mormon religion. Not
the founder's brother, but yeah.
Yeah, but like, so she's like fucking royalty in it.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. So Avon makes $10 billion in annual revenue, according to its website.
Jesus.
But it has been struggling with slowing growth in many of its major markets. Now, this was in 2014.
10 billion is 10 billion.
Right? That's a lot of fucking money.
Was it million or billion? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's insane. The SEC said that Avon has made the payments in cash gifts, travel, and entertainment to gain access to Chinese officials implementing and overseeing direct selling regulations.
Huh.
So, I mean, that's pretty unethical, but not terribly hurtful. Mary Kay. Now we're going to get into a little bit of Mary Kay stuff. So all of this, all of my entire source for all of my Mary Kay stuff is from a website called pinktruth.com. Is that the best name ever?
That's a good one.
Yeah, she's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So in October of 2021, Mary Kay, as in Mary Kay Ash, the woman who founded the company with someone else, threatened to sue Jennifer Bickle Cook for writing a tell-all book about her time working for Mary Kay. And she worked for Mary Kay directly and for the Mary Kay Museum and the Mary Kay Foundation. So she says that Miss Cook designed her book to confuse customers into thinking it's endorsed, sponsored, or approved by Mary Kay, which I feel like if you read the back of the book, you would know that it's not. She uses quotes from Mary Kay Ash in the book. Didn't know quotes were like not cool to use in a book where you had a personal experience and then wrote about it.
The best part is, like, you can't actually win a defamation suit if the shit that the person's saying is true.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of the problem. Let's see. The title of the book includes Mary Kay Ash's name, which apparently is copyrighted. The cover of the book is pink, just like Mary Kay pink. The book includes photographs of Mary Kay. Jennifer created the book to compete against Mary Kay's own books. She misappropriated Mary Kay's proprietary information, although they never say specifically what this is or what it is she supposedly has done. Jennifer interfered with Salesforce members' contracts by persuading them to promote, distribute, and sell the book. That's what Mary Kay is accusing her of. Consultants attended her Salesforce events where members violated the terms and conditions of their agreements with Mary Kay. That's pretty general. And I don't know what the agreements are that you sign up for when you sign up for Mary Kay. Miss Cook signed an NDA during her employment, which of course is a non-disclosure agreement, and she agreed not to use proprietary information to her own benefit or to disclose that information, but they're saying she did. Now,
that maybe.
All of this was filed in 2021. None of it has been resolved yet. This will probably be in court for a very long time. And yeah, is this a bullshit thing? Of course it is. The point of me bringing it up is she's a litigious, spiteful, narcissist who's throwing around her weight, trying to squash anyone who goes against her.
That sounds right.
Very, very problematic.
Hashtag squad goals.
Hashtag boss babe. Rodan and Fields.
Okay, I want to know about this because it sounds, just the name sounds like the name of a legit, like, it sounds like the name of a place that would have really good Neutrogena type products that are like very clean and not tested on animals.
It's funny. There's a really good reason for that, actually, and it's really interesting that you say that. So Rodan and Fields, in their former iteration, were a multi-level marketing company. They were then sold, and they sold mostly acne medication via infomercials.
Okay, maybe I watched a lot of infomercials when I was younger.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
That could be it. Or because they were bought by Estee Lauder, they were able to then sell their products in stores and move out of the MLM-based thing. Now they tempt stay-at-home moms with promises of lucrative, flexible careers just like everyone else. All they need is is to sell some upscale skin products. So they're still doing a lot of MLM stuff, but they feel more legit because you see Rodan and Fields in like Macy's.
So it's like the Body Shop or
Exactly, which
Makeup
I
Counter.
know. I had no idea until you told me that the Body Shop was. So
and I have a ton of their stuff.
that's interesting. I was going to ask because you're the beauty guru between the two of us.
Yeah, when I was pregnant, I bought an absolute fuckload of stuff from the Body Shop because it was supposed to be like, you know, not tested on animals and clean ingredients. And as I've gotten into this more, I have found out that a lot of the things that I used to look for are just fucking buzzwords that don't mean anything.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up because I'm going to get into that.
Nice.
I'm going to get into it. I'm so excited. And this information I got, links to links to links. I went from here to there to here to there, but it was in an article that was about like the 10 worst multi-level marketing companies. Okay, so the company is currently facing a class action lawsuit. I new trays this week. Oh. Mm-hmm. My new trays are my new Invisalign trays. I'm on week 8 or 9. Anyway, they're not ill-fitting. They're just my teeth are moving. It hurts. So the company is currently facing a class action lawsuit regarding the unfair marketing of their Lash Boost eye serum.
Okay.
The $150 product was apparently sold.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Was apparently sold without proper disclaimers for side effects, which could and do include changing in the iris color. So like changing the color of your eye. I feel like I wouldn't go from brown to blue like I always dreamed. I feel like I might go from brown to cloudy or something.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, eyelid drooping, itchy eyes, eyelid discoloration, thinning and loss of eyelashes, loss of eyelash hair, eye sensitivity, eye infections, and vision impairment. Yeah, I feel like after this, I'm just going to use, like, baby oil and Dove soap on my face. Like, this shit is so scary. Because I don't research fuck all. I'm just like, oh, I saw it on Insta. Dude. I'm going to fucking buy it.
No.
I'm going to put it in my eye holes. Like, oh.
You are the people they market to.
I know. I am the people. Oh. So, Nerium is not one I've heard of, but it's worth a mention. The thing about most skincare products is that with enough convincing before and after photos, you're bound to convince some of your friends and family members to at least give it a shot. But when Nerium is the skincare system that you're pitching, you better hope those friends have some deep pockets. Nerium is...
And that they don't have your phone number.
I know, right? Nerium is one of the most expensive companies, with complete anti-aging regimens costing $250 for the basic kit. Critics also question the use of white oleander, which is toxic. You can put a little white oleander in a fucking smoothie and you're fucking dead.
Is it supposed to have like the Victorian arsenic effect of
it
like...
It is.
What? Oh, goddamn. That's a whole other problematic ass fucking... Oh, my God.
Yeah, the Victorian lead-based white paint. All those are real bad. Let's
Jesus
see.
Christ.
New Skin. Just because they've been around for decades doesn't make them legit.
And we're not talking New Skin like when you get a cut and you put the...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is also...
glue?
Yeah, that shit's dope. We're not talking about that stuff. Keep using that stuff. That stuff is dope.
Yes, unless you have my allergies. All this was...
Oh, then don't use it.
You know, all this was really important for me to research, especially...
Oh, yeah?
Because I have insane chemical allergies that I have developed over time. When I was a fucking kid, you could rub DDT in my eyes and I would be fine. I'd be like, ooh, Megan looks so pretty and pink. Like, I could put some of that, remember the peel off nail polish that was really popular when we were kids?
I loved that stuff.
I used to paint it on my eyelids.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, not a fucking problem.
Holy
Never
shit.
had a problem. It's funny if you abuse your skin for long enough. It will come back and fuck you.
Jesus, I guess.
So for the last, I'm going to say 15 years, minimum, probably more like 20 years, the skin on my hands is always cracked and bleeding, and I could never figure out why. I was like, oh, I have dry skin. Oh, I have this. Oh, maybe it's this. So it only took me like 17 years to get really extensive allergy testing done to find out I am allergic to everything, to fragrance, to, starts with a P. You put it in your stuff to keep it fresh.
Preservatives?
Preservatives. All the basic preservatives that are available in every kind of soap, lotion.
So like sulfates.
All the things I'm allergic to.
Phthalates.
Mm-hmm. Balsam of Peru. I'm allergic to tea tree
That's
oil.
fucking random.
Yeah.
Tea tree oil. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fucking surprising because tea tree oil is supposed to be like good for stuff.
I have equal amounts of paperwork detailing how I'm allergic to all of these chemicals and all of these natural oils now.
Huh.
My theory is that when I worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, I started out washing cars there. And we used to use this industrial strength.
Yeah, the red acid
The
stuff.
red acid stuff that smell like cinnamon.
If you get that shit, like if you're wearing boots and you pour, like, I don't know why you would pour it in your boots, but like if you get some of it like in your boot, it will like acid burn your skin.
Oh yeah, I used to use that with no gloves because we used it as a bug degreaser. To get the bugs off
that's
the
what
windshield.
it's supposed to do.
Yeah. And that is when the trouble started, and my hands have not recovered since. And I worked there in 2003, 2004, 2005.
That's interesting.
It ruined my life. Ruined my
man.
skin. I have, it's been a long journey. Today, in fact, I have splits on my fingers because I used a hand sanitizer. So apparently what places are doing, instead of getting a new bottle of hand sanitizer and putting it out on the counter like at the bank, they're just refilling the old containers with new stuff. And I used one that was all full of perfume, even though it said like no perfume, alcohol only.
Oh, shit.
And I went, and that was it where I go get my face lasers, aka my dermatologist.
I like the face lasers better, man. It sounds more futuristic.
I get face lasers done because I have terrible rosacea.
And because she lives in the future.
And the future.
Her skin needs lasers to live.
Dude, turning 40 has been a real eye-opener. I've got my face lasers for all the rosacea damage. I've got my Invisalign for my fucked up bite, not my fucked up teeth. My teeth were fine. My bite was fucked.
Great.
Went to the eye doctor, found out I have the beginnings of fucking glaucoma. My body has lived hard.
So at the end, your skin's going to look great and you're not going to be able to see it at all.
Dude, isn't that the fucking irony? All the face lasers, all the... and I'm not going to be able to see shit. I'll be very high.
Am I pretty?
I'll be rubbing my grandbaby's faces like this. Is Grandma pretty? They'll be like, oh, you're old and gross.
You're going to look like the face of Bo.
Oh my God.
It's
funny. I have to laugh.
What else would you
ridiculous. I'm going to be so stoned, though. I'm not going to care.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Just bring Grandma her gravity bong.
No, the volcano.
Exactly. Oh my God.
You want to know something that's really, 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 really so fucked up?
Yes.
Okay, Monat.
And I'm going to get into them. They're
good.
Yeah, a lot. Them and Arbonne are tied for number one.
Like, this is specifically, like...
Oh. Is it specifically to Monat?
No, specifically tailored to if you, Erin, were to go to Monat.
Oh, okay.
And get some shit.
Yeah.
Like, and you were to be like, okay, so, like, my skin is really sensitive. They would give you all assurances, despite not knowing the shit that you are sensitive to, despite not even asking, oh, okay, like, what are you sensitive to? They would blanketly say, and I've heard several accounts of this, that, like... No, our stuff is clinically tested, which doesn't mean honestly anything.
Yeah.
That's like saying, no, I got a UA. Well, yeah, but like, how did it turn out?
Yeah. Did they actually test you for cocaine?
Right? Because you're high on cocaine right now.
You are eating the nubs of your fingers.
Right? So they would be like, no. It's like, it's fine. It's good, man. You can use our shit. And then if you're like, well, I don't know, because there's some shit on here I'm allergic to. No. We put shit in there to make it so you're not allergic to. Okay, man. And then you use it and all your fucking skin peels off. And you're like, hey, so it turns out I'm allergic to this shit. They would say, no, it's your skin detoxifying itself.
Yes, your skin detoxifying itself is the blanket response to every fucking thing you're allergic to.
And let me tell you, that angers me, having like taken any amount of science, biology, anatomy, and medicine, because anything that touts detoxification powers, and we're gonna go into this on like the health and wellness too, that's bullshit, dude. Anything that is going to like normalize your pH, no, dude. Like, if your pH was out of balance, you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? You know the end where like the dude's skin melts off. That's what the fuck would happen.
Yeah.
Like, your body has so many fucking checks and balances, and so the detoxification thing, it's like, well, your fucking liver and kidneys do that.
Yeah, you were born to do that.
Yeah, like, your body's got its own, like, it's got a few departments for that shit.
I mean, I fall for it. I called Megan one day and I was like, hey, I saw this thing. How all my fucking sentences start. I saw this thing on Instagram. And it said that, like, your hormones get out of whack, and that's why your hair starts to thin when you're 40. Should I buy this product? And she was like, no, your hormones, you would know if they were out of whack.
There'd be so much more going on.
Yeah. Like,
unless you just gave birth.
Yeah.
Or are going through menopause currently.
And I was like, no, neither one of those. And you know what
or
I
if
did?
you have, like, PCOS. Or, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you would know.
You would know. I listened to my friend and I didn't buy it.
As opposed to being like, she doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy all in.
Oh.
Mortgage in the house.
Yes.
Who needs cars? Rodan and Fields, me.
We're coming. So Nu Skin was investigated by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, in the early 90s after allegations that they overstated earning potentials for salespeople and used other deceptive marketing practices. They actually had to pay settlements in 5 states. And despite their lawsuits and general mistrust of the company, they continue to recruit new sales reps to promote their products. I mean, I don't know what to tell you if you fall for it. Okay, so
Yep.
we have come down to number 1.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Number 1 is tied. Monat and Arbonne.
Yes, I
for
agree
first
with you.
place.
They're both so goddamn terrible. Holy
So
motherfuck.
bad. So now you can go on YouTube, and I encourage you to. And at the beginning of this episode, I have used a clip that has been leaked because they have these sales calls, which are Zoom meetings, where they say things that they don't intend people outside of Monat to hear, and with Arbonne also. You need to hear them.
Well, and a lot of them too are like there's sales calls and there's recruiting calls. And so if I was like, if I really wanted Erin to sell Monat because I was selling it and I had
Which is
no
a miracle
success.
hair care system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legends to be. If I was like, yeah, I'm not getting anywhere with this shit. I'm going to hit up my friend Erin and I'm going to try to like work the system. I would have her in on one of these calls and usually they'll get like a higher up, like somebody who's like princess level or whatever, depending on which MLM we're going to. And it's they have such a not necessarily a script, but like pretty much a script.
Yes. Yeah. It's interesting. So we'll have links in our show notes about where you can find a lot of the people who are very good about posting things that are anti-MLM YouTube creators. So, you know, we'll have that as a secondary thing if you want to get into it. It is fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
So they're a hair care system, and their company is plagued by lawsuits asserting that the product causes balding, itchiness, hair loss, scalp irritation. Class action lawsuits against Monat began to appear in 2015. Each lawsuit alleged the same thing, that the Monat products led to scalp inflammation, burning, hair breakage, and bald spots. There's a ton of pictures.
It's the most common thing that I see. I started knowing about them when, like, I was, I don't know, 3 or 4 months after I had given birth, and like and this is an example of hormones being like super out of whack. My hormones were super out of whack, and my fucking hair was falling out.
Mine too. Mine did that
and
after.
It was like a month. Well, like a couple weeks before my fucking wedding.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was bald for my wedding. It was shitty.
Ugh.
It's all right. We did a lot of back combing. So I was looking like, okay, like how can I make this stop other than just like shaving my head? And so I had done something like hair loss, shampoo, and so much shit came up for Monat. And not telling me to use it, but telling me this shit will make you go bald. I was like, oh, right. Very aggressive. Like, that's the only shit that would come up. I was like, all right, man.
Yeah.
You got your point across. I'm not going to use that shit.
There was, and we'll get to the Facebook group in a bit, but there's a lot. Yeah, eventually these class action lawsuits were consolidated into one, which was litigated in Florida where Monat is based, because they had a better chance of winning one than a bunch of little ones. So in 2018, the Florida Attorney General's office requested that Monat sign a voluntary agreement that would require the company to give refunds if a customer felt misled by the company's claims. The agreement also states that Monat is no longer allowed to make certain claims in its advertising material, which was a step in the right direction. The Attorney General's ruling takes no position on whether Monat did anything wrong, but the lawsuit boiled down to whether Monat was participating in false advertising, which is yeah, okay. It didn't address the science behind Monat, or whether they can actually cause hair damage for some people. So it wasn't as big a win as people had hoped for, but so now let's see. So women who went on Facebook and formed a support group, against Monat, yes, but also for each other because they were fucking disfigured and losing their hair.
Yeah.
So now the company is suing the head of the Facebook group for more than $225,000.
Wow.
Yeah, for defamation.
It's not defamation if it's true, motherfuckers.
Exactly. So they filed a federal lawsuit in North Carolina against Vicki Harrington, claiming she defamed Monat by actively spreading harmful information regarding their products that she knew to be false. Yeah.
She was being a bro.
Oh, she was being a bro. Harrington said she did no such thing and posted her own story and her own hair loss. And what looks like the fissures that I get on my fingers from intense reaction, she had them on her scalp.
Holy shit.
I mean, just like horrible fissures. It was heartbreaking.
One of the first things that I had seen that was my whoa moment was this chick has a hairbrush, like one of the square wig brushes.
Yeah.
Her hair's like about rib cage length. Shows the brush, takes the brush, one stroke, pulls the brush up, and it looks like a brush that has not been cleaned in months.
Oh no.
So just hair loss. And then she pulled it out, and it was, a handful of fucking hair. Which I thought was a really clever way to demonstrate the hair loss of it, because you can show a picture of a handful of hair in a hairbrush. It's like, okay, like when, but like whatever. That could have been however long. So I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Right? Oh, that brings us to Arbonne.
Oh my God, I love this one.
Now there are actuals.
They're bad. They're so bad.
These are.
Shit. These people are. Oh my God.
These are.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to think of like classic villains. This is the xenomorph of.
I was gonna say they're the Jafar.
They are the Jafar. They are the Pazuzu.
Yeah.
Of MLM.
No, you know what? They're worse than Pazuzu because Pazuzu protects babies.
That's true. He does have a good bone in his body. These Arbonne does.
They
not.
prey on the fucking Amish. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
Yep, they do prey on the Amish, which I didn't even get into that part. There's so much bad stuff that they did.
Holy shit! How can you?
A whole episode.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you prey on the Amish. Like
that's so fucked up.
They never had a chance. So. Arbonne is an MLM who that is popular with women. They're 75% of all their industry consultants are female. They sell a skincare product which has been around for a long time, and they have a huge following. But they have just as many, if not more, haters. This, according to the article. After coming back from bankruptcy in 2009, the company is currently stable. They still have high-cost products. Here's what I'm going to say about this. Their products are not as bad as their people.
Yeah.
Let that stand for what it will.
Their business practices are...
Yeah.
They have them on that of business practices.
Oh my God, yes they do. So, They tout that Arbonne personal care products are formulated without animal products or animal byproducts, parabens, formaldehyde, preservatives, benzene, something called PABA, which is all, it's obviously an acronym for something, PABA, I'm not sure what. No mineral oil, no phthalates, no toluene, and that they are formulated without artificial colors, no flavoring, no artificial sweeteners, no cholesterol, no saturated fats, no trans fats. So they celebrate a long list of over 1,400 ingredients that are banned from their products. It's called the trademark term, the not allowed list. Yes, they trademarked this. And this may sound incredible and awesome to the average customer, like, oh my God, they did all this legwork. But so on the list of ingredients are things like almonds, hazelnuts, salt, pollen, MSG, alprazolam, which as
all of this shit sounds delicious right now.
But it's not in the products, unfortunately. Alprazolam, which is fucking Xanax. Barbiturates, which are a central nervous system suppressant.
Wait. This is what's in?
This is what they say. Oh, don't worry. None of this is in our product.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry. We don't have almonds or hazelnuts. We don't have salt or pollen. No MSG. No Xanax.
No gluten.
No gluten. No lorazepam, which is an anti-anxiety medication that I take along with Xanax. No diazepam, which I also take, which is fucking Valium.
So, like,
they're like, don't worry, we don't
there are no bees and no jizz in this. So,
not
essentially, they're saying that there's a ton of shit in there that isn't in any thing. And that's not, people don't, there's no gasoline in this. Like, cool, I fucking hope not.
There's also there's no beaver gland extract, which is what they use. Well, they use that to make fake vanilla.
Yeah, and raspberry.
So everything I'm about to tell you comes from a website called shityoushouldcareabout.com. This website is phenomenal. This is the story of Kimberly. Kimberly sent in her story to shityoushouldcareabout.com when she said she was doing an Arbonne thing. So Kimberly suffering from stage 4 cervical cancer.
Jesus.
Yeah. After posting a photo opening up about her battle using the hashtag #FuckCancer on her Instagram page, she received a private message from an Arbonne sales rep. Yeah, they troll your hashtags. Hey, babe. So sorry to hear about your battle with cancer. Seeing as how you might be dying soon, I think it's a really good idea to get involved with Arbonne. This is a screenshot of what this woman sent her.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's such a good income stream, and you won't want to leave your son with nothing, right?
Holy shit.
That would be so selfish! Exclamation point.
My God.
The money you can make from it will be enough for him to go through school, and Arbonne looks after your family after you die. I think you have a lot of followers who will buy our amazing products. I think you have a lot of followers. This is like misspelled. That's how bad this screenshot is.
Wow.
I think you have a lot of followers who will buy our amazing products off you because they know you are dying, so they will feel sorry for you. So it's a really good marketing platform. Let me know your thoughts and when we can get this journey started! Exclamation point.
Holy shit.
Kimberly was horrified, heartbroken.
Oh, anyone would be.
Traumatized.
She called her selfish for dying.
Yeah. Of cancer that she obviously didn't want.
Wow.
And then it got worse.
How?
After Kimberly screenshotted and shared that message on social media in an outrage, she was then sent comments made by Katerina Zur, who is an Arbonne regional vice president, accusing her of faking her cancer. Yeah. Kim sent several messages and emails to Arbonne asking for an apology, which were largely ignored. She was like, your fucking regional VP in New Zealand sent me this, accusing me of faking my cancer to get attention, and then crying when I got a message from an Arbonne rep. So eventually, this statement was released. Recently, it has come to our attention that someone who claimed to be an Arbonne independent consultant contacted a member of the Instagram community with a hurtful and distasteful message. Arbonne has privately reached out directly to the impacted individual, being Kimberly, to let her know we are equally appalled and saddened by the messages she received and the hurt they caused. We have a strict code of conduct that prohibits and directs against such abhorrent behavior. At this time, we are working with Instagram to identify the person responsible for the message so that appropriate measures can be taken. Well, they knew who this person was. It's clear in the messaging. Kim claimed that Arbonne had only contacted her once with a brief Instagram message saying that they would call, and they never did. So sound recordings like the ones I was talking about earlier, available on YouTube, were leaked from an Arbonne chat group where another Arbonne RVP, which is Regional Vice President, accused Kim of sending the message to herself and said that Arbonne was claiming that she made it all up. Arbonne within its own ranks was saying that she was like a fucking, this is like Scientology shit. Like she was trying to sabotage them. She's on a campaign to sabotage them. She then went on to say that it was all a big scam. It was from a person trying to get clout on social media. Talking about Kimberly, who didn't post anything about their MLM, just posted about having fucking cancer. However, it was later revealed by another Arbonne consultant that the original person who sent Kim the message had been identified and was known for her unethical marketing tactics. So she was already known to Arbonne. They already had dealt with her in the past, clearly hadn't gotten rid of her, didn't mind what she was doing. And I say didn't mind because they did absolutely nothing. So obviously they accepted it with their lack of response. Despite public outcry on their social media, Arbonne has yet to release an actual apology or publicly acknowledge that the incident on that or any of their consultants' comments were harmful. And they're talking about this person who has this track record of doing this that the higher-ups are completely aware of. Instead, they've been deleting negative comments on social media and restricting accounts and blocking people who criticize the company.
That's pretty, that's oh yeah. My God.
So their products are shit. Their people are worse. Everything is fucked. And that, I felt like that was a good place to stop with Arbonne.
Oh
because
my
I
God.
literally couldn't stomach any more from them.
You know, that's another company where you get the car and it's, I think, like a white Mercedes.
It is a white Mercedes.
Yeah, and you're stuck with the bill.
Yeah, because the regional VP who said that Kimberly was faking, her Instagram, and I can link it in the show notes, is all pictures of her. So she is the daughter of two higher ups in Arbonne. She's a regional vice president because her parents are presidents and founders and stuff. It's always her with her fucking white Mercedes. Always. And like, look at this $100,000 purse I just bought with my Arbonne money. Like, the worst of the fucking worst. The dog turd of the universe. So congrats.
You win the scum of the earth award.
Yeah,
Jesus
you win
Christ.
biggest piece of shit. Like,
wow.
And that's where
I'm
I had
just
to
like
stop.
sitting here just shaking my head about
Yeah.
all. I'm glad that she seemingly had like a large enough support system and enough of people around her where she didn't feel like she needed to give into that.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's so fucking predatory.
Imagine that you didn't have a support system. Imagine
If she was just a single mom
Yeah.
and had like no family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that your body is so ravaged by chemo that you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
That your emotions are at an 11 at all times because you are facing the end of your life and your child. And like, my God, how does that person live with themselves?
The fucking nerve.
And
That's
they didn't
fucked up.
release her name. I'm assuming it's a her, who did this to this woman. But does she have an Insta where she's touting a white Beamer or, Mercedes or whatever? Like, does she have Louis Vuitton shoes that she's posing in, talking about her high sales? Like, I want to know all about that woman and exploit her fucking weaknesses. Like, that's my knee-jerk reaction. You come for a single mother with cancer. You come for all of us who stand strong to support the other women who can't hold themselves up in that moment. Like, I do wish you a painful death. I really do. Like, and I know that, like, karmically that's bad for me and probably could be used against me in a lawsuit. I don't fucking care. I don't care. That's not human. You deserve to be a fucking taxidermy person. And then, like, as people walk by you old school, they can throw tomatoes at you. Like, let's get real medieval. They can just, there's a vat of rotten fruit that they can toss at your taxidermied body, because that's what you deserve. Oh, that felt good to say. It didn't feel good to picture, because now again I'm like, ugh, dead meat taxidermied person. But like, holy fucking shit. And like, this is just episode 2. It's gonna get a little worse.
Yeah, it will.
It's gonna not,
we promise,
get better until we get to May. Oh, May is gonna be so much fun.
May is gonna be great. You want to tell them what's in store for May?
Oh my god, May, we're doing our all conspiracy month, and we're not
gonna
just
pick
like
a few of our favorites.
Yeah, and we're not just gonna talk about like, oh, get the tinfoil, get the hats. No, I'm becoming a human guinea pig. I myself will be participating in a program that was utilized in a conspiracy to see if it's real or not, to see how susceptible I am to this. I might become an agent of chaos, definitely. Murder, maybe. I might be a walking time bomb for someone to say the wrong word and then trigger me to kill everyone. I don't know. I'm sacrificing my well-being for the podcast. I volunteered.
And me too. I'm just gonna do a bunch of acid and say I'm MK Ultraing myself.
God, that'd be amazing. Okay, I don't want to spoil it, but now I have to. I'm deep in the heart of learning remote viewing, which is not quite the same as becoming a laser murderer, but you never know. I mean, they're all kind of intertwined. I'm learning remote viewing. I'm seeing if you can learn remote viewing. Their whole thing is like, you can be a remote viewer and you can test your remote viewing to help find, like, you know, lost children and lost dogs and like fucking crashed alien ships and stuff.
I bet you'd settle for finding the remote.
Dude, I would love to find the remote. I want to find my other flip-flop that's been missing since last fucking September. I want to find it.
I have a bottle of perfume that I would like to find because I have no idea where it is.
I would love to find that for you.
That would
Rachel,
be awesome.
Her daughter Maggie lost her Kindle somewhere in the house.
Oh no.
Yeah, during quarantine.
Oh no.
I'd love to find Maggie's Kindle for her.
Right.
Like her bubby got her that before she passed away. Like, it's important. So yeah, I'm learning remote viewing, which I know doesn't sound as cool as what I just said, but like, I
think it's cool.
Really cool. It's all intertwined, and I'm doing it for the good of the world. I'm not going to become an MK Ultra agent of murder if possible, but you never know. The two go hand in hand quite a bit.
I'm going to smoke a lot of pot
Dude.
for you guys, not for me. I don't enjoy it.
Oh my God, no.
I hate it. I hate smoking pot all day.
Dude, seriously.
I'm going to do it for you guys.
It's, you know, the sacrifices we make so that you can get the firsthand information on what it's like, and then you can decide if you want to be a remote viewer or an MK Ultra agent. I know that they said they don't do MK Ultra anymore, but
if it worked, would they tell you?
They would never tell us.
Exactly.
They're just telling us about aliens they've known about since the 20s and 30s. Like,
I want to know more about that.
Government's coming for you. Maybe you will. I know a lot about that. That could be my other one I do.
Fuck yeah.
So, you know what? It's weird to say that we're coming up on the end of our season 1, but
I know.
We're coming up on the end of our season 1. We're going to finish out May, and when May is done, so is season 1. We'll be back in the fall, but we're going to take the summer off to like do a bunch of acid, smoke a bunch of pot, do all of our research so we can report back to you and tell you. I might take a little vacation to the coast. It's for you guys. It's to tell you all about the Oregon coast.
I might take a DMT vacation to tell you about what's in the boxes.
Dude, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah. Don't you want to know what's in the boxes?
Always. No. I need to know about the boxes.
What's in the boxes?
DMT is I have to know. I might watch every single Hellraiser movie.
Oh, God.
That's
not DMT at all.
While I'm on some sort of ayahuasca.
No.
I might.
You shouldn't even do that if you had a hit of pot. No.
I feel like it might make good for good entertainment. No?
For whom?
Good
for
point.
Nobody.
For nobody. Nobody would want
You're
that
going to be freaking out and crying and eating ham on the sidewalk.
I'll think it's ham, but it's actually dog shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be just shoveling leaves into your mouth,
I need the roughage,
and you're gonna be yelling at passerbys. I can show you the most beautiful horrors. Yeah.
Okay, I might
You
not do
shouldn't.
that
I
one.
don't know if you should do a bunch of drugs. I can do a bunch of drugs.
You can do a bunch. I might just enjoy my summer with my kids. I've
You
been
should
doing
do that
like,
instead of doing drugs.
I don't do good at doing drugs. I really don't.
And I do. So I'm gonna take a hit for both of us, and I'm gonna do the drugs.
She'll do the drugs. I will probably drive the kids to swimming lessons.
That's good. That's good.
I'll do the boring stuff.
It's better for you. It's
is.
better for everyone.
You know, it really is.
Yeah.
I freak out pretty quickly.
I don't. I'll just space out, but really that's the extent of it.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm good at drugs.
Well, and if you're good at drugs, do them. Have a me day.
But if you're not,
Don't do
for
them.
the sake of all, don't do them.
Yeah.
For everyone's sake, not just yours, for the sake of the people who are going to have to take care of you.
Yes, don't do it. You know what?
Because remember, you're not just ruining your day. You're ruining the day of everyone who you see the rest of that day.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
Strangers,
Yeah.
everybody. Order some tacos. We did. I'm going to go
Yeah,
eat
they're
my fucking
great.
taco. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
So join us next week. Check out the TikTok, the Utterly Unrelated Podcast TikTok. We'll...
Also, the Utterly Unrelated website.
Go to the website. Buy some stuff.
We got cool stuff.
We have really cool stuff.
We're going to have even more cool stuff coming out this summer.
Yeah. And don't buy it for us. Buy it for you.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Dude, do you want to go to the beach without your Jizz and Bees water bottle?
0 people want to do that.
No.
0 people want to go without their Jizz and Bees water bottle.
Yeah. Do you want to take your tote bag down to the library and fill it with books? Make sure it's got Bigfoot dick and balls or Bigfoot boobies on it.
Yeah, you need people to know that you're a Mothman on the streets and a Bigfoot in the sheets.
Dude, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's required summer reading.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, we'll see you next week with more sad stuff, more mean stuff. We'll just, you know what? We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut that out. Boop, boop, boop. Boop.